Hi, good morning, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever location you're watching this video. My name is Krishnakant Verma, and I'm here to share you the knowledge and the expertise about AWS Lambda. So, AWS Lambda is one of the great and the crucial feature of AWS services. Okay, and it comes under the compute services category from AWS. And AWS Lambda is basically known for the serverless computing. Okay, it comes under serverless infrastructure from AWS services. Okay, so let us first understand what AWS Lambda is. So by definition, AWS Lambda is a compute service that lets you run code without provisioning or managing server. We will understand this point in detail. Okay, and Lambda runs your code on a high availability compute infrastructure and performs all the administration of the compute resources, including servers and operating systems, maintenance, capacity provisioning, and automatic scaling and logging. With AWS Lambda, you all you need to do is to supply your code in one of the language runtime that Lambda supports, like C#, Go, Java, Node.js, PowerShell, Python, and Ruby. We organize our code into Lambda functions. The Lambda service runs our function only when needed and scales automatically. So this one is the short definition of AWS Lambda. So let me explain you the detail of it. It is, for example, if we write a small script, okay, or let us understand this with an example. Like you are working in a company, okay, and there are so many employees, okay, and you are working as a developer, a software developer in the organization, and there's a requirement of the organization that they have some Excel files, okay, and they want you to write a utility uh, that will get the Excel file as an input and will generate the converted output as in XML or the JSON file. Okay, that's the it's a very small requirement. Okay, so being a developer, you can write this script as in your preferred language. Like if you are .NET developer, you will write that in C#. Okay, and you can also write in Node.js, Python. You can write a PowerShell script or any of your preferred language. You can write this script, okay, or this utility. In order to uh, move this utility to the production, and so that the employees of the organization can use this utility, you need a compute services, like you need a machine or a server where you will build your code and you will deploy your code, and you will share the URL of the application. If you have hosted on a web, it is a web application, you will share the URL to the employees, okay, and the employees will be using it. Okay, so definitely, while deploying your script, you need a server. Okay, and there will be a you have to provision the server as per the demand of the script of the utility, like how much CPU it will require, how much memory it will require, how much storage will be there, and other required properties. Accordingly, you will configure your server. Okay, so in AWS, there is EC2 instance that helps us to create the virtual machine. Okay, and we can also deploy this script or the utility what we have written in the within the EC2 instance or the in the virtual machine. Okay, but later on when the demand increases, the traffic, it's a small utility. Okay, and let's say initially there are 50 employees are using this utility on the URL what you have provided to them. Okay, and later on the number of employees increases, they also started using the utility. Okay, and the consumption of the application or the utility what you have prepared, that grows day by day, okay, on and the traffic increases, okay, and you started facing the performance bottleneck on your utility. In that case, what you have to do, you will have to scale your the server infrastructure. The server is what you initially have configured. You will have to scale up that server. So you might be add on more CPU cores. You might be add on extra memory, extra storage, and all those things. Okay. So it is an additional overhead of uh, scaling the resources as per the demand increases or the traffic grows of the application utility. But what AWS Lambda says, like AWS Lambda comes under the compute service, and it's a serverless utility. Serverless utility means, like, you write your code in whatever language you prefer. Whatever language means the what or in the languages what is supported by the Lambda, like in .NET, C Sharp, you can write the language Node.js, Python. In your preferred language, you can write the script. You give it to AWS Lambda, okay, and you deploy the your script or utility in via AWS Lambda, okay, and it will keep on running, okay, running on AWS Lambda, okay. But the the benefit is, like, when it runs within the Lambda environment, it you don't have to worry about what will be the server configuration, okay, what will be the memory, what resources it will utilize, okay. That none of our business, okay. AWS Lambda takes care of the all the required resources or the infrastructure behind the scene, okay. So it is serverless, but actually it configures, it provisions the required server in the background that we don't have the access, okay, access to the underlying environment, okay. So that's the benefit of AWS Lambda. It runs in its own environment, okay, but we only have to write the script required utility, and we have to focus on our business, okay. We don't have to worry about the infrastructure, okay. So that is called actually the serverless computing, okay. So AWS Lambda supports serverless computing. So that's the one of the primary advantage of AWS Lambda, okay. And uh, whenever the demand increases, the traffic grows of the utility or the application whatever you have written, okay, or there's a need of resources scaling, okay. We don't have to worry about the resources or the infrastructure. What AWS Lambda does, like, it automatically scales up and scales down the resources as per the need or the demand of the utility, okay, or as per growing traffic, okay. So that's the benefit of the primary advantage of AWS Lambda being a serverless computing, okay. So it was the crux and the main definition of AWS Lambda, and the primary feature of AWS Lambda, we can say, okay. So further, in coming videos, I'm going to explain you the each and every point and the features and the comparison of uh, AWS Lambda with other compute services of AWS, comparing to EC2 instance or the AWS Lambda, like server based or serverless computing on AWS, and detailed practical sessions of AWS Lambda we will cover up, and we will do the sample. We will run the develop sample application example codes also in it, okay, and we will run through the entire each and every feature of AWS Lambda. So thank you very much for now for watching this video, okay. Stay connected for upcoming videos of AWS Lambda that I'll be publishing. Okay, and in the next upcoming sessions. And if you like this video, and so do please like and subscribe this video. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks.